What's happening, comic fans? It is Mike from the Hardcover Comic here. Today, we're going to talk about the second volume of Absolute Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. We finally got it. It's been over a year since I had this bad boy pre-ordered. Got it day one, and I'm very, very happy about that. What a beautiful book. Like I said, we've been steeped with anticipation. Volume 2 got canceled at one point, resolicited, all that fun stuff. DC doing its thing as usual, but thankfully we've got it. Looking at the second volume, which is going to collect issues, I believe, 35 through 50 of the ongoing, if not 34 through 50, I apologize. But second out of 3 volumes, we're going to get the third one hopefully sometime next year, collecting the remaining issues up until issue 64, which Alan Moore concluded his run with. I got volume 1 over here, volume 2 over here, so you can sort of get an overview of what they look like side by side. Overall, the same design aesthetic, but some minor differences. We're going to take a look at the book from a top-down perspective in a second here. So, without further ado, please subscribe if you haven't already. This is what we do on a regular basis. Overviews, reviews, hauls. I got some custom binds I need to dive into next week, so look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure, but be sure to subscribe if you haven't, just to keep up with what we're doing, live streams, all that fun stuff. Some very exciting plans Matt has got for interviews coming up here, so very, very thrilled to see what he can piece together. If you're interested in merch, I am wearing my shirt. Old logo, we do have some with the new logo. Just hit us up at our email. It's down in the description below. And check out our Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you get the opportunity to win a hardcover comic. October's wrapping up here, so we're going to be doing a giveaway very, very soon. A lot of good books this month. Maybe Absolute Swamp Thing's what the person's going to choose. Who knows? I don't know. Either way, voting starting soon. For every $1 you give on a monthly basis, you will get 1 entry per $1 into our drawing. Some very exciting stuff happening there. Omnibuses last month, our winner got 3 Valiant Deluxe editions, so a lot of fun stuff happening there. But without further ado, it's Halloween season. Let's get spooky. Let's get swampy. Alrighty, so like I had mentioned earlier, got a similar design aesthetic on the front here. Really nice picture. You do, of course, have the same artists in the book: Stephen Bissett, John Total, Ben Rickfight, and Steve Wach. Same spine, it's just got the volume 2. That's the only difference. A little wraparound artwork there as well. And on the back, a very, very, very beautiful cover from the series, blown up for you in absolute size. Quite nice, I must say. The way they did the slipcase is very pretty. Overall, these books are pretty. I mean, volume 1 was very nice as well. A lot of people are not a huge fan of the actual hardcover itself, so you got a different, portrait of Swamp Thing here. It looks very nice. I can't complain about it. It's got that same sort of felt-like material on the book itself, giving you that moss, swampy sort of feel. Same sort of spine design on the actual hardcover itself. Definitely going slipcase out on this one. On the back, you got the same thing, pretty much blank with a little DC logo at the bottom, getting overgrown a little bit. We'll take a look at the book, of course. I don't want to spoil too much again. So, this is a volume 2. If you picked up volume 1, you know what you're getting into here. Alan Moore Swamp Thing, I mean, one of the most well-renowned and critically acclaimed runs in comic books ever, of all time, with some spectacular pencil work by the gentleman I had mentioned earlier. The only thing, it is recolored, so if you were not a fan of the coloring on the initial Absolute edition, you're in for some more of that here. This is a series I would be interested to see the original artwork blown up again. As you can see, it does stay open pretty quickly. It's not the most readable if you try and lay it flat from the start, but it is possible. It is possible. So this continues Alan Moore's run. A lot of great one-shot stories in here. This volume does also introduce John Constantine to the Vertigo DC universe, which is very nice for John Constantine fans. He's in there for a handful of issues. The last 3 issues of this title are actually tie-ins to the Crisis on Infinite Earths event, although they're mild tie-ins. It's Alan Moore doing a tie-in, so you can kind of expect what he does. But a lot of really great stories in here, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of emotion, a lot of horror in here as well, and suspense, and a lot of it's a great thriller. It's such a great thriller, especially now during the spooky season of the year, as it were. This is perfectly timed in terms of a release, something fantastic to sit down and read and freak out about a little bit and look at from a philosophical perspective as well. And just just adore. I mean, I'm a fan of the recoloring. I'm drooling over the artwork as I flip through this title. It's so beautifully put together. You know, DC with their absolute editions, they're at the top of their game when it comes to these. The Omnis maybe not so much every time, but when DC puts an absolute edition together, they do it good. So you do get a ribbon bookmark, of course, and you get a little look at the eye hole there. Pretty nice stuff. Does lay flat, obviously, like you've seen. Really nice. I mean, I don't know what else I can say about Alan Moore's run. If you haven't read Volume 1, I highly recommend you do before you pick up Volume 2, of course. Get caught up on your Swamp Thing, learn a little bit about it. You know, you get to see a lot of characters jump into the title. Like I said, the first appearance of John Constantine and his sort of introduction to the DC universe, as it were. In terms of bonus content for the book, you get some really incredible stuff in here. I must say, you've got scans of the original script and Alan Moore's very, very detailed excerpts of what he wants the artist to draw, and seeing what the actual artists did. Fantastic. Truly enjoyable to flip through and look at. It makes me want a sort of inked version of the book as well, because I think it would be stunning. Again, I think the colors are great, but I think in black and white it would just be totally horrific, and a fantastic, fantastic read, especially as a huge fan of it. But I really like this volume. If you're interested, if you picked up Volume 1 and you liked it, this is a no-brainer for you. If you haven't picked up Volume 1, you should. Man, oh man, can I not wait for Volume 3. I'm very, very excited. A lot of fun stuff going on in this book. A lot of really serious and horrific stuff going on too, but I love Alan Moore Swamp Thing. That's all I can say. What did you think about the run? Did you get the second Absolute Edition? What are your first thoughts on it? What are some things you would have liked to have seen differently? Let us know down in the comments below. We'll be sure to hit you up with an answer if you have a question for us, whatever it may be. Thank you all very much. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, this is what we do regularly. Subscribe. You'll be up to date with everything we do, all the overviews, reviews, custom bind hauls, graphic novel hauls, live streams, all this fun stuff, whatever is going on. A lot of stuff happening over at THC here. Check out our Patreon if you're interested. For as little as $1 a month, you get an opportunity to win a hardcover comic. At the end of each month, we do a giveaway, whether it's an omnibus, an absolute edition, multiple deluxe editions, whatever it may be. Check it out. And as always, be sure to stay safe out there. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you're not, I wish you all the best, the absolute best in the coming days and the coming year. Thank you all very much. This was Mike from the Hardcover Comic. Until next time, as always, you stay classy, Internet.